Oops. What up, y'all? Just give me 1 second. I'm just. Oh. What up? What up? What up? What up? We in here? Everybody joining in here, get in here. I have an announcement. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Get this hair picked out a little bit. Top of the morning. I don't care if we late on the morning show. We'll get here early eventually. You feel me? How's everybody feeling? What's goody? We got a hell of a show today. We got some great topics. The beard is flourishing. Tapped in. Who the real Chief TV? What up? Somebody said, please tell me I did not see Dorito crumbs fly out. Mind your business is what you should do, sir or ma'am. Uh-huh. Nah, ain't no damn burritos. Throw us up. What it do? Let's gather up in here. Let's gather up in here. You did. We are 3 days in a row. And somebody said, get with Eric Griffin. Shout out to Eric Griffin. Very, very talented individual. D Skinner from Canada. What up? Oh, it's live for real. You know it. We in the flesh with it. We ain't pump faking around her. Morning, no. Morning. How's everybody feeling? How's your life? What's your life like? Love and light. Razor, I seen you just called me. I was gonna call you after the show. Seen you had just hit me. I was getting ready to. I was putting together my docket. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. There's something very therapeutic about picking your throw out. All right, so my dumbass, I put cash out. Hold on 1 second. How do I edit this? Edit name. Sorry about that. It's not cash. Ooh, cash app. If you want to bless your boy, you can do that. So let me tell you guys how ridiculous I am. King David, you're here, so you'll be able to. You're one of the few people that I can see that's in here, right? Here's the point of me admitting, when I am wrong. Okay. I don't do this often, but I'm gonna do it today. Okay. Now, first of all, I would like to start with a precursor. Let me give you guys a little bit of some context, okay? Sometimes I could be, I know this might be hard for some of you all to believe, but sometimes I can be I can be a little sensitive. I know that comes as a shock, right? Because I'm totally a street guy. The streets embraced me at a young age. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? I can be sensitive. If you say stuff to me, if it comes off the wrong way, I can sometimes be like, but that hurts my feelings. So yesterday, I forgot dude's name. David, tell me if you remember his name. Or if Bruh's in here, you can say your name. Somebody kept talking about my sound yesterday on the show. And it was kind of getting on my nerves because I thought that he was just trying to shit on what I was trying to do. He was like, hey, dude, I don't think your sound is on your mic. I was like, man, you ain't got to tell me that, man. I'm doing my own thing, man. I got this. He was like, well, bro, I ain't trying to be an asshole. I'm just letting you know, I don't think this sounds like regular, computer audio. It doesn't sound like a microphone. We go back and forth. I'm like, whatever, man, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, had this same microphone for close to 2 years, okay? Have been using this microphone and this little Focusrite little thingy or whatever. I don't even know what it's called. It's the thing where you plug your mic into interface. That's what it's called. Right? So I've had this for 2 years. Have been talking into it for 2 years. And the whole time, the mic was never fucking on. Listen, I am an idiot for that. Stupid. And it was just first of all, I don't know why it just didn't dawn on me that it wasn't working. So what I did was I took no, see, a lot of y'all already hopping in the comments. You hella dumb. Okay, cool. You can say that. This is the thing though. With the interface and the mic was plugged up, the green light would be doing whatever, but no sound was coming out. But so I'm thinking, since I'm seeing the sound, that it's obviously working. Hell no. So I did what any functioning human being would have done. I go on to Google. I go on to YouTube and I put in, Focusrite solo and just set it up. There's a button on the front that I had never pressed. Didn't even know the button existed. Because apparently, because of the mic that I had, if I would have had a regular mic, like a whatever type of mic, it would have been cool, right? You know what I'm saying? It would have been straight. But because it has to be powered, it needs this thing called phantom power to make it work. So I had to press that button. I had to move the slide over from instrument to line. No, I didn't have to move that. And then I had to go to direct monitor. So, hold on. You say you hear a pitch? Hold on 1 second. Let me hear how I sound right now. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, Insta. His name is Charlie from the ID department. You do hear a pitch when I start talking. It shouldn't be doing that. And it should sound, let me just hear how it sounds. Hold on, Insta. Let me hear this. Let me just pull it up over here. Let me see. Let me hear how I'm sounding myself. We haven't figured this out perfectly, but the fact now that we know that the mic is on. All right, so let me hear myself real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay. Mic check 1, 2. We're doing a mic check really quickly. We're going to get this down correct. All right. How's that? I hear it too, guys. I hear it. But is it there now? Hold on 1 second. The only thing that I can fathom is that it's something about this plug that's in there, and I'm gonna address that today. I'm gonna go back to Guitar Center and be like, "Yo, what's going on?" But at least we know now that I can hear myself in my headphones now. I have never been able to hear myself in these headphones. Ridiculous. The point of what I'm saying is, don't let your ego have you out here talking to a microphone that don't work. Okay, somebody said probably because I'm talking directly to the mic. All right, so I'm gonna back up a little bit. Hold on, gonna find this out. We're gonna get this correct. I don't care if it takes us all episode. We don't have nothing but time. All right, so y'all gonna help me with this. We'll get better together. All right, here we go. Now backed up a little bit. How's this? Let me see. How's that now? Is that a little bit better? I think we might have gotten it. I don't hear the popping. I don't hear the popping. Wow. Wow. Oh, I heard it there. Okay. So let me turn it the mic. This is a good mic. It picks up everything. Okay. Are we good now? Okay. We're just gonna go with it. Someone says I need a pop filter. I thought that was what this was about. Okay. But I think that we're good. I think that we're ready to move with the show. I'm a work in progress, but this is super cool. Oops, I put this right. I didn't mean to put this right. Hold on a second. Yeah, there we go. Hold on. Hold on. Come on. Yes, the mic is hooked up. Teresa, that's what we've been talking about this whole episode. We're doing a sound check right now. Is this Charlie? Charlie, I was giving you your props. If that's Charlie from yesterday, we owe him a all right. Let me see. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we're back. Hold on. Check, check. There we go. Check. Okay. But yeah, the mic is hooked up. I learned, shout out, I think it was Charlie that was telling us this yesterday, but it might have been somebody else. Somebody was getting on me about, hey, I don't think your mic is hooked up. I felt like, nigga, who are you to tell me the mic's not hooked up? Mic absolutely hasn't been hooked up for 2 years. Turned this stuff on, and I got it to a point now where, you know what I'm saying? So I just had to be honest, like, hey, man, I didn't know. It's okay. But now we getting it better. Yeah, I did a show yesterday. I committed. If you were listening on Monday, I said, you know what, I'm gonna commit to. Actually, I did it on the Dope Accountability Partner Program. I love just mixing my name and everything. I know it's stupid, but I like to do it. So yeah, I showed up yesterday and I showed up today and I plan on being here tomorrow and Friday too. I'm trying to build the littest morning show on the internet and I need y'all help. We got about 60 people in here between both platforms. Somebody said, can you turn the mic volume input down on YouTube settings? I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. And I have, let me see my settings, audio. Hold on. Check, check, check. Okay, that's where it's at. I could turn the mic volume down a little bit. Yeah. How was that? I turned the mic volume down. All right, I turned it down a little bit more. I'll figure out what to do about the popping. We're not going to spend all episode on this. Yes, I'm using an interface. It's a Focusrite Solo. So that's why when whoever was getting on me yesterday, it just made me be like, well, let me just make sure that I'm doing this right. Because this nigga sitting here trying to call me out on my own show. I go on there, within 2 minutes, I realized I was never using phantom power because since this is such a powerful mic, it needs phantom power, whatever phantom power is. So I press that button and then I switch the thing over to direct monitor. So now we just getting, you know what I'm saying, we getting better sounds. And then somebody just said, yo, don't talk directly into the mic. So we're just trying to figure it out. Instagram, y'all are good. Y'all are just hearing the phone. So y'all are cool. This is for YouTube. We're building this thing. I just wanted to say, like, the point of this entire thing, I could have just not said nothing and been like, yo, the mic is on. But the point in what I'm saying is, the main point in what I'm saying is, don't shun new information. If I just would have just stopped listening, you know what I'm saying, to old boy, you know what I'm saying, I would have been talking into a mic that don't work forever. All because I think I know it all. I don't know it all. I clearly overlooked something, and that's a ridiculous overlooking. So now I know. Now I know. Now my next step is to learn how to record myself doing music on my thing. I think I'm gonna do some video about that, about learning. So yeah, man, it'd be good. It'd be good. Life is good. We got some things to talk about today. So we might run a 90-minute show today. We might run a 90-minute jaunt. You know what I'm saying? God is great. Little bit of an update, not to jump too deep in it. I'm back in that gym. I ain't really been talking about it, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I always do the same thing. Start putting workout videos up and all the other shit and da 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 da. But I have been in the gym putting in some work, and a nigga lost some weight finally. Good little amount, 2 in a week. It don't matter what the number is. Just know that I'm in there and I'm doing the right thing. I encourage everybody, wherever you're at in your fitness journey, just do something. Because I started seeing the weight come on, and that is an alarm you cannot ignore. And with me, it's tougher too because I'm in the public eye. So of course, you know, and then plus I come from a roasting environment, so niggas, oh man, you didn't lost all the weight I mean, you didn't found all the weight that you lost, and da 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 da. All the other shit. So nah. What I'm learning in this time around in my conquest, and hopefully it's the last time to get, you know, in shape, is basically something is better than nothing. And let me tell y'all what I'm learning is let me tell you guys two like superpowers in weight loss. And you would not think about them at all. I'm gonna tell you two, fuck it, let's just round it up to three. Three things that I can tell you for sure are helping me lose weight as I have started. Okay. Number one, intermittent fasting. Listen, it works. It just, if nothing else, it just strict, because if not, you can just find yourself eating all day. You know what I'm saying? So that's one. You know what I'm saying? Intermittent fasting does work. And I think that it works better for people who don't like following traditional diets. Like a lot of times, like I'll do like a keto because I know that it works, or But then, even with intermittent, you can still kind of eat some fuck shit too sometimes. But it's as long as you eat within that window. And the smaller you bring that window, the more you can kind of have a little bit more freedom. Now, it doesn't give you a license just to be like, oh, I'm eating cake and pizza and da 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 da. I just have found when I do intermittent, it works. A lot of times I'll do my eating window from 12 to 8. But if I'm really trying to be strict, I'll do 12 to 6. So, I told myself I was going to be out of the 300s by my birthday. My birthday's in about 5 weeks. So I'm really shrinking my window now to about 12 to 6. Because I'm not going to bring in a birthday over 300 pounds. No, not going to be doing that. And I at where I'm at now, it should be no problem. I'm in the 320s now. So, you know what I'm saying? So I should be good. It doesn't matter. Why do I act like it's a huge secret? I'm 327. I'm like, this ain't no fucking federal investigation. So I got about 27 pounds to lose before my birthday, which is August 21st, about 5 weeks away. So I feel good. I'm going to the gym after I get out of here. So back to what I'm saying. Okay. Number 1, intermittent fasting definitely does work. Number 2, walking. Listen to what I'm saying. Walking. Simply walking. And let me give you a extra key, right? Walking right after your workout. I have a Fitbit, right? It's on the charger right now. So I've been able to look at the stats of what's happening because it's on my pulse, right? If you are in a weightlifting session, right, and that gets your fat burn, it's the most intense stuff that you're doing. You're pushing, you're pulling, you're breathing deep, you're doing ab shit, right? If you go on just a straight walk, after it keeps you in a fat burning mode. So just walk. Okay. Straw hat goosey. You've done this so many times. Just do it. All right. Okay. I am doing it. Cool. Third thing. So number 1 is intermittent fasting definitely helps. Number 2, damn it. What's the second thing I just said? Walking, right? And number 3, lifting weights. I've always, every time I go into my weight loss endeavors, I've always championed cardio and would just do, you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of fucking just cardio. What I'm learning now is, my nigga, lift weights. This is what I'm learning. When you lift weights, you build muscle. And when you build muscle, that means your body is burning calories to maintain that muscle, while you're sleeping shit. Sleep is also a great thing. It's a whole lot of things, little things that go into you getting in shape versus you just thinking, I gotta just eat chicken breast and broccoli and I gotta work out hella much. It's sleep, water, fucking vitamins. I'm learning how to do this shit the right way. So when somebody comes in here and says, you said this so many times, just do it. That's another spot of me getting sensitive, because I don't need you to come in here and say that. Everybody has struggled with their weight loss. I'm just one of the few people that use this platform to talk about it. So, you know what I mean? Yes, I have started and stopped a whole lot. And guess what? It was like that before I met anybody when I was doing comedy. So yes, until it's done, I'm going to keep talking about it. All right? Yeah. Shit. All right. Do I lift to tone or to gain muscle? I lift to build the body that I want, because I don't want to lose all the weight that I want to lose and then be sitting here looking like I can't help nobody move a couch. Flannel, I see your question. We'll get to that in a second. Walk before 2 to get warmed up. Yeah, walking is a superpower. I'm telling you, it's better than running. I stay in because especially when you're I'm back in the hundreds. So Running hurts. It hurts your joints. Sometimes it hurts your back. But walking, and walking be seeming like it's easy, but walking, I talk about walk though, like get out there, like power walk, like move your ass walk. But walking, yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna lost some weight, so yeah. And like I said, I see you, Flato. I'm gonna get to it, but like I said, I ain't gonna get all into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting people know. You see these shirts starting to, you see this face starting to come down. Just know, hey, your eyes ain't playing tricks on you, nigga. So yeah, so let's get into it. Y'all over at Instagram, come over to YouTube because I'm about to be playing videos for the show, and I can't do that over here. It's in my headphones and shit. So come over to I Am Doughboy TV on YouTube. I'll wait. I Am Doughboy TV. IAMDOBOY TV. Okay. All right. So Joe Rogan is under fire for something that he said. I'll kind of let him say it in his own words, and then we could talk about it in the community. And for you guys over here, here shit, maybe I'll just put the phone so I can, hold on one second. All right, I'll do this for you guys just one time, but hurry up and go over there. Here's the joke. You ain't gonna see him, but you can hear it.
And then we're on the underpass, and there's porta potties, not one either, like 4, like a deck of porta potties. And then someone has a car parked there on the sidewalk, like partly on the sidewalk. So they're like half blocking a lane. And then they have like a canopy draped over their car, and they have just stacks of shit. And then next to it was a dresser. They had a dresser.
Jesus.
So they had their shoes in a shoe rack. There was a shoe rack. Like, this is where they live.
That's really wild. I didn't know also that, when you see stuff like that on the streets, at least in Los Angeles or maybe in California, that's protected property, like by law. You know that? Like if you were
so
to
you're
go,
not supposed to do that.
But like that's that person's property by law. If you were to
the
go,
homeless person's property is
yes,
protected?
Yes, absolutely.
Huh.
If you were to go and try to move that or take that,
you'd get arrested.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But they wouldn't arrest you if you shot somebody. Maybe you should just go and shoot the homeless people.
I like your ideas.
Yeah. And if nobody claims it, I mean, nobody does anything about violent crime in LA anymore. It's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
They're just letting people out.
Okay. Now, people came for him. They came for him in groves. People were saying, hold on. The USA singers said Joe Rogan encouraging murdering homeless people isn't even the most horrible and disgusting thing that greedy piece of shit, dumbass scumbag Neanderthal has ever said. Wow. Someone else says Joe Rogan suggests shooting the homeless. Sounds like incitement to violence. And somebody else has said nothing like a couple of rich fucks sitting around smoking cigars and criticizing people at their rock bottom. And that last line, maybe you should just go shoot homeless people. And then someone else said, Joe Rogan wants to shoot homeless people. Millionaires and billionaires acting like the unhoused, low income, and poor are what's wrong with society instead of them would be funny. It wasn't so fucking violent. It wasn't so fucking, wait, let me act like I can read. Millionaires and billionaires acting like the unhoused, low income, and poor are what's wrong with society instead of them would be funny if it wasn't so fucking vile and disgusting. Okay. All right. Lot to unpack there. How do we feel? How do we feel about this? Okay. What up, Lita? Joe D said, am I going to have the guy from the video? If he shows up, I'll have him on. It's sad because people have been going around killing and attacking homeless for a while. Yeah. Jay Dizzy says it's a joke in the story. Okay. Teresa says she never thought that Rogan was funny, but she liked him on Fear Factor. Flannel says, I really think people aren't even sensitive. They are voluntarily impaired sheep. Yeah. Jonathan Ortiz says, first, he's a comedian, very good comedian. He's not speaking literally when saying shooting a homeless person. Okay. I tend to side with the comedian on this one, not just because I'm a comedian, but it's like, come on, y'all. Like, can we even talk anymore? He obviously was not, if anything, he was more poking fun at the judicial system in LA by saying, they probably would lock you up for, for fucking with a homeless person stuff versus if you shot a person, because they don't do anything about violence. So I don't know. I just think that we're starting to come to a point in society to where if it keeps up, comedy is going to be a dying form, because then everything that we take will be taken just fucking, you know what I mean? It's like, obviously it was a joke. Now you can say you don't like the joke or you thought it was a poor joke, but can we at least acknowledge that it was a joke? I don't genuinely believe he was encouraging the murder of homeless people. Like, come on, sometimes we just got to use our thinkers here. Like, and I feel like everybody is just so sensitive. And this is gonna blend in perfectly to the second story that we're talking about, because we're gonna talk about this Sesame Street shit again. Because when I tell y'all listen, man, we're gonna talk about that in a second. But there are jokes. It is joke. Now, if you want to say it was a joke in poor taste, then say that, hey, that was a joke that was in poor taste. But and then another thing I get it too is like sometimes people can be mad and look at it like, why is somebody that makes millions of dollars to talk on a microphone even making jokes about a homeless person? So I get it if you want to take that angle, but I feel like the critique of comedy is getting ridiculous. And I feel like if this keeps up, we will not be able to say anything. Everything will offend you. We're supposed to be able, with this thing of ours called comedy, we're supposed to be able to speak with a creative license and let y'all know we ain't really talking about doing this shit. It's a fucking joke. It's a made up thing. He's not saying, hey, go take your pistol out and shoot like it. And if you really come on now. I just don't like the way this is trending, how everybody is so sensitive about everything. Charlie Funk says, the best jokes are 85% truth, made to open your eyes and laugh at the pain instead of crying. So yeah, the joke was about the joke and what he was saying. If you unpack the joke and the punchline of what he said essentially was, maybe we should start shooting homeless people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But then he followed that up with, no, because what he was saying is, I got jumbled for a second. Basically what he was saying was, in that situation was, you can get away with shooting a person easier than you can with fucking with property. That's how bad crime is in LA. It was really a joke at the judicial system. I at least believe that. I don't believe that he was promoting shooting homeless people. Side note, we got about 100 people in between both platforms. Clap it up for that. Bam, 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 bam. We got about 80 people over here in YouTube. We got about 37 over here in Instagram. Thank you all. I appreciate you all. But I live in LA. And the homeless issue is a real problem. It got really worse after the pandemic. I don't know what's going to happen about it. It breaks my heart, especially because it's hot. It is very, very hot. A lot of times you see homeless people. Sometimes you see they be having kids with them out there, and I be worried about people and their safety. A lot of people, they don't, they're suffering from mental illness. They're not getting the medicine they need, so they're just out there. So I do understand how it is a sensitive topic to joke about, but you understand, like, comedians go dark. Like, I get that too. So Percy Percy Miracle says, "Hey, dumbass, in what joking manner do you joke about killing people, especially in the environment of mass shootings?" I mean, that's fair to say. That's fair. Like, hey, read the room of what's going on. I get that. But it's still a joke. It's still a joke. So if you want to just say, hey, come on, man, read the room. Wasn't a great joke. Cool. But I don't think that why is everything a thing? That I need to make that a segment. Why does everything need to be a thing? Why can't I just be like, oh man, that thing was wild with that joke, and we just move on with life? If you don't like the joke, why can't I just be like, maybe you should have treated, hey man, that joke was on some bullshit. Move. It's fucking joke. Like, do you see how we're making everything a thing? Everything is not a thing. Please. Please, come on, man. And I'm just saying this because I'm not just sticking up for him because he's a comedian. I'm not even necessarily sticking up for him. I'm just saying, in my humble opinion, wasn't that serious? He made a joke. Okay, like niggas make jokes that in poor taste all the time. I've made a million of them. Does it make us bad people, or you see what I'm saying? So nah, man. I don't. And I don't think everything deserves outrage. I don't think everything deserves public outcry, and that we go and get everybody's take on it. It's just, Jonathan Ortiz says, y'all need to stop forcing people to make you happy about what they speak on and how they speak about it. You ain't that special. Fact. Flannel says, Doughboys, because people are boring, uninspired, living without purpose, have no goals, no achievements other than a high school diploma. Facts. Why is everybody, Jay Moore says, why is everybody so damn sensitive as society? Society as a whole is pussified. That's a fact. I'm just like, bro, you know what type of shit you're going to get with Rogan. If you don't like it, then don't rock with his shit. But stop, like, this whole social media, it is becoming the ungluing of who we are. And I hate that I have to be the one to say that. I hate that I have to be the person to say that. It is becoming the ungluing of who we are. It just is. Everybody is so fucking sensitive. Everybody just wants to be heard so much about every little thing. It's like, fuck. Every day you wake up to, what are we mad about today? What are we mad about? What did this motherfucker do 8 years ago that we can pick up and bring to the light and show people? Like, and I get it. If it's some criminal shit or some fuck shit, all right, cool. But motherfuckers be looking for old tweets. Look at what this motherfucker said years ago. Who cares? I just think at some point we are going to have to chill the entire fuck out. Tony's in here. What up to Tony? Not everything has to be a thing. Raytheon Bryan says, I feel you, not everything does, but the suggestion of killing people is crazy. Come on, do you really think he was telling people to go kill some people? He said, maybe we should go out and shoot some homeless people. LA don't care about violence. It was just saying that you could get away with shooting a motherfucker out here quicker than you could for taking something from somebody, because that's how fucked up the judicial law system is. That's what the joke was. The joke wasn't anything about homeless people ain't shit and they should be shot. Thank you, Lita. Lita Wood says, what about Eddie Murphy and Delirious? He couldn't do that show today. He couldn't do half of that show today. Oh, my God. Go listen to Delirious and see if he could get the first 10 minutes, it would have been over. You see what I'm saying? So they're just jokes. So that just lets you know. And Eddie Murphy was using the F word, back then. Like, but, it was a different time. But he was up there joking about that shit. Jay Dizzy said, this is the most important thing people seem to forget. Nobody's perfect. That is a fact. It wasn't a joke. It was a job. Okay. Jay Morris says, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. If it's not for you, then don't watch it. If shit don't watch. Why I keep acting like I can't read today, and it's pissing me off because I've always been such an expressive reader. It's a joke. If it's not for you, then don't watch it. If shit offends you, don't watch. People watch just to piss. That is a fact. People people commented and had conversations about jokes before social media though. Cool, true, but it wasn't like to the world though. You fuck around and say a tweet, put some shit out. Now you got a million motherfuckers talking about it. And that's what I think is ungluing us. Yeah, you can have that conversation with the people that were in your life, the people that you saw, the people that you came across. But you see what I'm saying? When now you fuck around, put a tweet up and get 3 million retweets, now you got 8 million motherfuckers talking about this shit. Okay. Charlie Funk says, let's see what Charlie Funk says. People don't understand linguistics and sentence structure to catch the implied and omitted words of statement which lead into the base of a joke. That is a fact. I love that take. Love that take. So that's just what I'm saying. Like, and Jonathan Ortiz says, let's just say it. If your comedy IQ is low or your ability to grasp the bigger picture ain't there, leave it alone. It ain't for you, point blank. That's it. Because motherfuckers is really acting like he just said, go shoot a homeless guy. He didn't. That's not what he said. Charlie Funk said, it's kind of genius, really. When you think about it, when you think about what he said, like at the end, he said, yeah, man, like, they don't like, LA don't give a fuck about violent crime. And he was just saying, like, how, you know, how ridiculous that is. Like, that's a crime. Not saying that that's ridiculous that that's a crime, but he's saying, oh, that, you know, LA will say that that's a crime, but you can shoot a person and it not be a crime. Like they don't give a fuck about that shit. So I think, you know, what he said. But moving on, but okay, Joe Rogan in a nutshell, great comedian. I love his stuff. I know some people who know him. From what I hear, he's just an amazing person. Gives a lot of opportunities to people. So yeah, I just think that people just need to maybe slow down with the vitriol and just understand that stop expecting Socrates philosophies from comedians. Like, y'all are giving us too much credit for our thought. Like, just know that we're going to go out there and say some wild shit. Some of it might offend you. Just know that you're walking into it with that. We talk shit about fucking people in the audience, people that we've never met. We'd be like, man, boy, I'll get on your goofy ass and your bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done seen my nigga David Lucas roast a room full of white folks, be calling a dude and his wife a bitch, and everybody fucking loves it. Because everybody understands they're just having fun and it's jokes. We got to stop being so fucking sensitive, man. Got to. Somebody said, Doughboy, what do I think about the Alex Woodward comment? Who is Alex Woodward and what did he say? Then I can let you know. What he said? Ball game here. What's good, bruh? What's good, my bro? It's my young nigga back there, man. Back in them direct TV days. It's my boy right there. Shout out my nigga Hand. Good dude. Hope your family is well, brother. All right. Look above. All right. Look above. What did he say? All right. I'm going to look above. I'm going to start needing a mediator for these comments because we starting to have a lot of people in here. All right. What did he say? Is it in Twitter? Hold on. I'm scrolling up, but where is it? Delirious and Raw aren't funny. What? Flannel, you said that, nigga? Nigga said Raw and Delirious wasn't funny. Nigga, Flannel, you know I'll fuck with you. I know he didn't say that. Alex Woodward said that? Who the fuck? Wait, stop. We stop this whole motherfucking show right now. 2 seconds. Who the fuck said Raw and Delirious ain't funny? Who said that nut ass shit? Who who I need to slap the dog shit out of. Now, am I wrong for saying I slapped the dog shit out of whoever said that? Or was it a joke? Do you really think I'm going to slap the dog shit out of you for having an opinion? I'm not. That's a joke. But you see how when I said it, it kind of made you chuckle? Like, this is so stupid. Flannel, if you said that, you fucking wicked. Fuck you mean disregard? Hell no, we ain't disregarding that shit. You said that shit, nigga? Flannel, you one of the founding members of the donation, nigga. Bruh, I'm gonna give you a pass because you've been around since episode number 1. But if you ever type some shit like that, I'm gonna break your fucking fingers, nigga. And make you eat them, nigga. With the other hand that I did take the fingers from. Was I serious or was that really a threat? Do you really think I'm gonna cut Flannel's fingers off? Or is that just a hilarious thing to know that I said to threaten him with physical harm and said, nigga, you ain't eating chicken fingers, you're eating flannel fingers. You're eating your own fingers. It's a joke. See what I'm doing there? These are jokes. You see how the words make it funnier? No, I wouldn't cut his fucking fingers off. It's fucking exaggerated. You see what me and Flannel are showing you guys right now? Don't fucking take this shit so seriously. Shit, Flannel doing that shit right now. Nigga, everybody in this shit, nigga. Everybody that's watching the show right now. Hop into my DMs, nigga. We're going to all meet up. And we're going to go over there and slap the shit out of Flannel Jenkins successively. We're going to take a line and everybody going to slap him. And we're going to get on the plane. I will sponsor this. And then I'll kick him in his ass for saying such things. Rashawn Bryan said, it's not millions listening to this. Shut your ass up. That just wasn't even necessary to say. I'm excited that we have 111 people in here. I don't need you to come in here telling me what the real numbers are. Rashawn, fuck all that shit. Rashawn Bryant. Thank you, Alex Wooder. Great fucking take. Alex Wooder said, look at Eminem rap. He talked about killing his wife and his mom and shit. People ate it up. Tyler did that at the beginning. Niggas thought he was weird. Facts. These are facts. That nigga Eminem came out and sounded like a whole ass murderer. Niggas knew that nigga wasn't killing his mama. Which does make it a little bit more murky when you do hear all these lyrics getting held against these rappers right now. You know what I'm saying? But there's some of these rappers, though, some of the shit is actually happening that they're talking about. I hate to say it. Nigga, now, niggas keep going at the YSL thing like they just using their raps against them. Like the nigga Young Thug said, I'll shoot a nigga in the face. And they said, oh, go arrest that nigga. No. But nigga, when you in beef with another rapper and his mom gets shot at, and then you make a song that said, I shot at the nigga mommy, and now he ain't talking no more. That's a little different. Yeah? A little different. Not saying that he's guilty of it. I'm just saying that that's a little different than just a generalization of a gangster rap. If you just say, I'm shooting everybody in the motherfucking place, that's one thing. But if me and Tomahawk Jack, this is a fictitious rapper that I just made up. If me and Tomahawk Jack have a beef, and I be walking around like, nigga, I'ma shoot Tomahawk Jack when I see him. And then me and Tomahawk Jack are at the same party, and he ends up shot, and people are saying that, hey, I might have done it. I don't know, man. I don't know. But let's get back to the subject at hand. There was outrage and vitriol. Hold on a second. Is it till proven guilty? I understand that. I do. I don't know that they should be using those lyrics against people. What I am saying is, if you are into some shit that may have some credence and substance, you got to watch what you're talking about. That's what I'm saying. If you're a rapper and you know what I'm saying, you might still be in that life, or some people that you're around are still in that life, you must be careful of what you say. Because the police work is different now. Police work, nigga, they just sit at the computer listening to music and watching the internet. If that's the case, nigga, we should all be policemen. If that's all being a policeman is, they should be listening to rappers and shit, watching their every move on Instagram. All right. So now let's go back to this. Okay, so let's stay on track because I have some good topics today, right? So we talked about Joe Rogan and his joke, and some people felt like, he was wilding for that, da 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 da. But what we can say is that people were upset, outraged. Another case of everything ain't got to be a thing, and I had kind of gone back and forth about this at first, because whenever things happen in the Black community, I want to ride with the culture. I don't want to say I'm being serious about this, like I'm like changing the mood right now, being like, ugh. But me as a person, I'm a Black man, was raised in a Black family, you know what I'm saying? Raised in a Black daughter, you know what I'm saying? I've dated majority Black women, you know what I'm saying? I love my Black folks, you know what I'm saying? Nothing against anybody else. I love who I am. I love my people. I have a lot of pride in my people, and I rock with my people. So I just want to start there. So but at the same time, I don't have sheep mentality in anything. I'm Anthony. That's me. You know what I'm saying? Like I am one of one who I am. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like I just be saying shit to be different, but at the same time, it's like I'm not just gonna hop on some shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else is saying it. You dig? So that's just first. I'm not a sheep mentality kind of guy. And especially with social media, when social media, sometimes you got to wake up and be like, all right, well, we mad at today because it's the culture be getting mad. And I want to be on the side of us. I want to be on the side of what's right. I want to be on the side of it. I always want to show my support to the community. But I'm not just going to be saying some shit that I just don't rock with. Now, with this situation that we're about to talk about now, when it first came out, I was just like, oh, we fucking, like, in the back of my mind, but at the same time, I was like, well, I understand how this could be. And I was kind of trying to give it at least a little bit of, I can see why people were outraged about this. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, we spoke on this, I believe it was yesterday, possibly the day before. The Sesame Street situation, right? So at first I was just like, okay, the people was talking about lawyering up and shit. I'm like, are you serious? Like, so now, here we go. So now there is a headline that says, Sesame plays Black child isolating with family member after being traumatized by alleged racial snub. One of the Black girls who allegedly got snubbed by a character at Sesame Place is still reeling from the incident and is now isolating with a family to regain stability. B. Ivory Lamar, the attorney for the family whose kids interacted with Rosita at Sesame Place, tells DMZ the girl in question has been traumatized by the incident and is staying with her grandma so she can be shielded from the publicity in a safe environment. Safe environment. Okay. Lamar tells us the little girl's been overcome with emotion, crying and upset because she can't understand why Rosita would treat her differently than white kids. One of the things we're told, she asked her mother in the immediate aftermath whether she'd done anything wrong, seeing how Sesame mascot refused to touch her or the other Black girl, but had interacted with the white girls just moments earlier. Lamar says he and the family are working on setting her up with therapy sessions. As for what's on the horizon, we're told the change.org petition has been set up to ID the person in the Rosetta costume with the goal of accountability. Lamar previously told us they're also mulling over a lawsuit. Of course! Can we just fucking lead with that? As we reported, similar videos have now surfaced. Sesame's workshop has apologized and promised more bias training. This is going to be a press. There's going to be a press conference in what the fuck are we doing? How long is she talking for? Let's hear what she has.
Picture this. You just graduated from high school with Stride K-12. And rather than the sweaty gym socks and clicky drama, you'll be walking.
Let's hear it.
When it first happened, my daughter kind of just was like, Mom, like, what happened? What do we do? And I was so upset in that moment that I'm like, I now have to explain to 2 6-year-olds why a Sesame Street character, which, you know, they shouldn't even be experiencing something like this from, just completely bypass them as they watch this character, then high five someone else and then immediately hug someone else after. So as you can see the look on my daughter's face, and the other girl in the video was actually my niece, they were sad about it. They were excited to meet these characters, and a simple high five or a wave would have been sufficient.
I'm curious. I know you have now said, and we put this on our website today, that everything is on the table, including a lawsuit. What would something like that look like?
The first thing that comes to mind in this type of case is claims that involve race. And I will be the first to say that, of course, discrimination, the burden in proving discrimination is very high. With the amount of evidence that we've received, the amount of families that have reached out, causing the question whether there's a pattern of this type of conduct being experienced at the Sesame Place theme park. I think it's very evident that the employee of Sesame Place intentionally caused this conduct. And it definitely, unquestionably, resulted in harm to those 2 6-year-olds. The amount of emotional distress that they've received and that they continually endure is troubling. So again, I think there's potential claims for intentional infliction of emotional distress. I think there's also negligent claims that's at issue that we'll further investigate as well. This theme park obviously failed to supervise these perpetrators. The amount of videos that are surfacing show that these individuals were not supervised. It calls into question the training that these individuals received, and also the hiring practice. No one who has any type of disdain for African Americans should be employed by any theme park whatsoever. In fact, I have been contacted by probably 10 different families at this point. I'm getting lots of videos. We're continually investigating those claims as well. Obviously, the claims of these 2 girls are at the forefront at this point. But what I think it does is, once the company failed to take responsibility for their actions, all of these other individuals start confirming videos of this type of conduct. I mean, this is not just a happenstance. This is not a one-time event that, just one employee. This is a pattern of what we're seeing, and it's very disturbing.
What are you looking for here? An apology, a change of conduct, or is this an issue that goes beyond that to some remuneration?
I think at the forefront, the family has communicated that they do want an apology, a formal apology, and an authentic one. The second thing is, they want to make sure that these 2 young children are, stable, mentally stable, and that they have the resources necessary to ensure that they can thrive. And again, we are also seeking for the hiring practices, the training practices, and for that individual to be terminated immediately.
Man, listen, hold on a second. No, I'm not picturing shit. All right, man. Don't forget to like the video, share the video. All right. Listen, man. I guess I will have to be the unpopular opinion on this, because I hear everybody in the comments. Get the bag. They need to pay. Man, shut up. Shut up. Like, why, bro? Like, everything don't gotta be that. Like, everything does not, like, the child is isolated now. Like, do we understand how we are raised? Like, we're raising a generation of soft children. If that happened to my child, if I have a child, Okay, she painted that picture behind me. You know what I'm saying? She's in high school. She's a beautiful young girl with a 4.1 GPA. I love my baby. She was that age. I've taken her plenty of places. If I had taken her there and that happened, and she looks at me at the 6-year-old age, and she was 6 at one point. Dad, why didn't they say nothing to me? Oh, he's probably having a bad day. Don't worry about it. You want to get some popcorn? Yeah. Nigga, we ain't gotta go fucking sue nobody. Fuck. The fucking lawyer, a press conference. God damn. Everything is fucking everything these days. And it's just annoying. I'm sorry if I'm peeking because I raised my voice. But god damn. Like, motherfuckers gotta chill. Some like, and it just, you know, and this person needs to be terminated and lose their job. All of this other shit. Like, somebody said, I don't have to sue nobody. What you mean I ain't got to sue nobody? I ain't rich, nigga. We could all use a check, nigga. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, this shit is ridiculous. Like, this is all I'm saying, champ. Big Richard's in here and said the mic is still not working. Big Richard, I will talk to you in a second, and maybe we can talk. But the mic is working. I can hear myself on the mic working. And if you were here earlier, I actually gave you some props and said, hey, because of you, I hit the button that I was supposed to hit, and then I could all of a sudden hear the mic, and it was a phantom sound. So I'm telling you yes and thank you. And if it's not working, we'll figure that out later. But please don't stop me with my rant right now, sir. I'm on a roll. Cool. That's all I'm saying. If this is, let me just say something very clear. When you are at a place of business, okay, and you are exchanging your money for whatever that place is giving you, okay, you deserve respect, you deserve good service, all of the above, okay? If that doesn't happen, you have the right to not spend your money at that business. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? That's all I am saying. You do not have to spend your money. Just like when you do Yelp reviews. You can tell everybody that you know, hey, when I went to Sesame Place, I had my kid there. They walked right past my kid. What? Are you serious? I'm not taking my kid there. Do you know? And I can tell you this because I have over 15 years of customer service experience. Do you understand? When a person has a good interaction at a place, when they have a good interaction and the place is good, they may tell 1 to 2 people about it. When they have a bad experience, they will tell between 8 and 10 people. That is all I'm saying. I am not saying that these people shouldn't feel some certain type of way because their child got walked past. No, somebody said you have to hold the racists accountable. How do you know that this was racially motivated? So if I'm working there and there's a bunch of kids, mind you, it's a parade, and I'm giving a bunch of high fives, and I just happen to maybe pass a white kid, but I just shook the hand of a black kid. Am I all of a sudden racist, or did I just miss a kid? Thank you. Vegas Thornton said, my 2 kids white. Rosetta did the same thing to my 2 kids. Exactly. Because shit just happens. And if you see the little girl, she looked like she was trying to get picked up. Like, I don't know. All I'm saying is, however it happened, it shouldn't be this. This should not. Yes, I watched the video. Eric Doug, why would I just not? Video clips don't tell the whole story. Okay, so is there another video clip out? Jay Moore says, Doe, how many videos do you have to see to see if this is a habit? Bro, listen, this is what I'm saying. If it's a habit and people have spoken out about it and you don't want to deal with that kind of bullshit, then don't go there. It's my biggest thing is, and now it's like the child is isolating with the family, and I'm like, has to seek some therapy. Seek some therapy for that? If we are sending our children to therapists because fictitious fictitious characters, fictitious mascots walk by them without giving them a high five, we're doomed. We're doomed. We're doomed. And I do not joke about therapy. I highly champion therapy. I dabble in it myself. I think it's a good idea. I'm not here to make or poke fun at mental health. That is not what I'm saying in that. But if we need to send our children to therapy because of a 5-second thing that happened when they were 6, shit. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? And I mean, you know, I'm just like, God damn, a press conference for this? Jay Morris says, so as black, you saying that businesses keep doing racist things, we should just shut up? I didn't say that at all. Did you hear me say that? One thing I hate is when people put words in my mouth. I didn't say anything like that. I'm saying that me personally, if I was in that situation and that happened to me, I'm taking me and my business patroning ass and my black dollar and I'm leaving. And I'd probably tell people whenever they ask me, "Doe, you know, I'm thinking of taking my kids to Sesame Place." Man, fuck that, man. I went there, it was some trash shit. And I don't know if the Rosita was having a bad day, but they passed Kiara. I don't fuck with that place like that. I go to Magic Mountain. They're much nicer to the kids. Da, 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 da. Billy Sorrell had a great idea yesterday on the Roast This podcast. He said, when he said it, I said, boom, there you're at. He said, we need black theme parks. And when he said that, I said, you goddamn right. Why don't we have black theme parks? Why don't we have mascots that look like us? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, why don't we have that? When Billy said it, it made a lot of fucking sense. That's what I'm about. And Jay, you know I fuck with you, so you know I wouldn't get you like that. But I'm just like, why does everything have to go to such the level of just, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. Was it fucked that they walked past your kid? Yeah, I'm sorry. He got caught on camera. Man, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? If anything, what I would have done is, hey, you know, after the shit was over, go talk to a manager. Hey, man, I just want to let y'all know, man, I spent some money. My kid didn't really like it. Da, 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 da. But all of this to get lawyered up and to be like, I'm ready to take this to trial. My child is will never be the same. Like, come on, man. Like, stop that. Like, come on. I'm not the only one chipping in. If I'm the only one looking and thinking like this, then I'll just be on this side of it for now. Okay, cool. But come on, man. Kai Williamson says maybe she did talk to a manager and got no positive response. I mean, Editor Eddie said they want that money, though. So Sesame Street will settle. Get your bag, man. Get your bag. I mean, I guess. I just think it's ridiculous. Personally. Now, okay, let me go back and talk to. Hold on. Alex said, shit happened to me at Disney World when I was 6 in 95. I got snubbed by Latin, but my dog Goofy dapped me up and I felt better. My folks was pissed, but felt better. Okay. See? And there's some motherfuckers that don't even get to go to Sesame Place. I went to McDonald's millions of times. I went to Disneyland once. But I'm just saying, like, in a parade, is it fair to say they're not going to be able to slap everybody's hand, give everybody a high five? How about this? And then we can leave it here. We can put a pin in it. I don't want to beat this into a dead horse. Could it be possible that during these parades, when you have these mascots, that every kid is not going to get a high five? Can we just say that? Is it safe to say that? Just let me know. Could it be safe to say in a parade that every child there might not get a high five? Because I'm pretty sure when they sell you the tickets and you can watch the parade, they don't guarantee you're going to get a high five. So can we at least acknowledge that in a parade, a mascoted person cannot shake everybody's hands? Can we say that? Can we say that's fair? Eric, I'm gonna address what you just said, Eric, because that's not true. But can we just acknowledge that? Okay, cool. So now we got that. All right, cool. So if we're going under the rationale that every kid's not gonna get a high five, then it has to be some kids are going to get passed up while standing next to other kids. If we're saying it's impossible to give everybody a high five. So in that, if we're looking at it by that rationale, we have this parade. We have hundreds of children. We have 8 characters. We can't shake all of their hands. Guys, shake as many as you can. But it would probably happen to where there's going to be some kids that ain't going to get a high five. That is all I'm saying, to at least just eliminate, to say this must be racially motivated. That's all I'm saying. Now let me just get back to what this nigga said. Eric said. Eric Doug says, and I hate when people say shit like, I was about to pin a comment, but I ain't gonna do that. He says, Doughboy sympathizes with the racists. They call that Stockholm Syndrome. Let's look up Stockholm Syndrome. Let's see if Doughboy has Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome. Okay. Big word. I don't know what it means. Stockholm Syndrome is a coping mechanism to a captive or abusive situation. People develop positive feelings towards their captors or abusers over time. This condition applies to situations including child abuse, coach-athlete abuse, relationship abuse, and sex trafficking. Okay, so I'm gonna read that one more time. Stockholm Syndrome is a coping mechanism to a captive or abusive situation. People develop positive feelings toward their captors or abusers over time. This condition applies to situations including child abuse, coach-athlete abuse, relationship abuse, and sex trafficking. Okay. Now, Eric Dutt, off the rip, I could not have Stockholm Syndrome towards racists because that wasn't even in the description of what type of relationships it could be. So you're wrong for that. Okay. Secondly, if we're going off of the definition of what you just said, I want to get it again, so I don't say it wrong. Okay. I have not been abused by any racist. I've not been held captive by any racist white people. That's never happened to me. I know I'm a black man in America and I see what I see, but me personally, that's never happened to me. If you've heard me when I talk about getting pulled over, and I'll be like, yo, I've never had a negative, interaction with a cop. That doesn't mean that a ton of other people don't. I'm just saying, me personally, it just hasn't happened to me. So where is this Stockholm Syndrome that you're diagnosing me coming from? Because I hate that shit. I hate when you say anything against what everybody's saying. You're a fucking sellout, a coon, and you're fucking capping for white folks. Why? Why? When I just say this, everybody got to be a fucking racist in every isolated situation? Everything got to be that? Everything? No, I'm just not the nigga to go along with what everybody else is saying. And I get that makes me different. It don't make me a Stockholm Syndrome, nigga. What is you talking about? Fubu land, I like that. Now niggas are saying you lost as fuck. I'm lost? What am I lost? No, I'm not. I'm right here. And you here with me. So we must be lost together. Come on, man. It's all right. I will just leave that there. They assume people go through racism. I haven't personally dealt with racism, and I shouldn't be ridiculed for that. I just haven't. I never said it didn't exist. I never said that there's not a bunch of fucking racist people in the world that fucking hate black people. I know that I'm not a fucking idiot, but All I'm saying is, why does that always have to be the shit? Somebody was just in this chat and they said they white and they kid got passed up. So what? Was the person that did that to them racist too? Or is it just that fuck everybody's not gonna get a handshake in these parades? Jesus, man. Fat Free said I got put in the backseat of a cop car and he put on rap music and said, "Yeah, that's my shit." Listen, can we be clear? Because I don't want to go down this dark hole that I think we're about to go down. I'm not in any way saying racism does not exist. I'm not saying that bad cops ain't out there. And so please, let's not do that. I'm not saying that. I am simply offering a situation to say, maybe everything isn't racially motivated. That is all I am saying. That is it. We have somebody that is in this chat right now that is Caucasian and also said her kids got passed up. I'm pretty sure if we had more people in here, there'd be a Mexican lady that would say, my kids got passed up. I'm pretty sure there'd be a fucking Asian person that would say, my kids got. I just don't think that it. Just like, God damn, man. And now we have it. Like it's about to be a loss. All right. What do I know? Flannel says, you know what, though, bro? I don't know if I've dealt with it either. I'm saying. I've never okay. I'll never forget, okay. When I was a kid, and this kid that I used to hang out with, and I think his family, his parents used to run the apartments. They were the landlords, right? And he lived there. I'm not gonna say his name because, well, his name is Dusty. He was a white kid. We were cool enough, but I kind of knew that they were, kind of, like maybe they didn't fuck with niggas, but it wasn't no big deal. But one day we got into an argument, and I like punched him in his chest or something. We was like play fight or whatever, and maybe I hit him too hard, and so he kicked me, and then he ran to his house, and I was chasing him, and he got to the door, and he had the door open, and he said, "Get out of here, you fucking jungle bunny," and he slammed the door. And I just remember nobody had ever called me that. And like when he said it, like he said it in a way where I knew it was racial, but I had never heard that term. So of course I was just like, what? So that's probably the highest level. And I was like 13 at the time. So I knew he was saying it on some racial shit, but I had never heard the term jungle bunny. Like I had never heard any, if somebody would be called a racist slur, it wouldn't have been that. So I had never heard the term jungle bunny, but he called me that, and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was racist. But for the most part in my life, I have not dealt with racist things and experiences. So, maybe, and so I don't want to not validate the people that are in the chat that are saying, nah, man, that's fucked up, da-da-da-da-da, woo, 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 woo. So if there are other people that have gone through much more racism than I have, I can understand why they are more like, fuck that, this is some bullshit. I get that. All I am saying is, just you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying to that is, you have the right to feel that way. I can't take that away from you because I didn't get treated like that. All I am offering is that, yes, you're right. And you probably did go through some shit. I'm now speaking to anybody that has dealt with racism on it. Not just black people, just anybody that's dealt with racism, right? If you've dealt with it, I get it. All I'm saying is to offer you a different view is like, hey, everything isn't always racially motivated, but I'm not trying to not validate if you have been racismed against. Tia said, no one has ever called me a slur, but I deal with racist microaggressions every day. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that people, I think the subtle racism I've dealt with, but like, I've never been like followed at a store, I'm trying to think. Ah, man, maybe it's just because I grew up in Sacramento and it just really wasn't that. You know, I know a lot of people, you know, I know like down south, niggas be like, yo, it's different down there. And I get it. I've never been there. So I would never speak to the pain and the shit that people have gone through. But in my humblest opinion, that's what I'm saying. All right, let's move off of that. Because I hate when we get into these deep ass discussions. I just want to say, damn, this shit is ridiculous with the segregation on Sesame Street. All right, what else did I have here for you guys? Nigga tried to call me a name. Okay, I definitely want to talk about this. So who in here knows who Kim Burrell is? Do y'all know Kim Burrell? I was looking at these. Kiana said, I've been follow this story the second minute. All right. What do we want to talk about? Do y'all know who Kim Burrell is? Kim Burrell is a gospel singer, dope voice. She's recorded one of my favorite songs ever called "It Is Done." I actually flipped the sample and did a record to it. Love her. She's dope. She's obviously a minister of music, so people hold her in a very high esteem as far as things she says and things she does. She said some pretty interesting things recently, and it got some people like, huh? Huh? So yeah, I'm gonna bring it on. I'm gonna let you guys hear too. Even with me, I didn't pack in a lot of church hours. When I heard this, I was just like, I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion. And once again, I'll let you guys hear it over here. All right, here we go. Let's start this over. Okay. All right, y'all ready? All right. The better we got, I like you. What's gonna call it? All right, here we go. Here is what Kim Burrell said, and people are coming for her after. Here we go. Hold on. Why can't I hear it that good? Let me do it like this. Hold on. I'm trying to let y'all hear this. Hold on. See, this is why I want you guys to come over here. Because I want to hear this too. Hold on, because y'all got to hear this. Come to YouTube to hear this. Hold on. So, all right. It's the last time I'm doing that for y'all. Come over to YouTube. Okay. How are we feeling about that? How you guys feel about that? Y'all couldn't hear it either? Oh, shit. Hold on. Nobody heard it? All right. Hold on. Nobody heard it, apparently. Okay. Let me go back over there. Why couldn't anybody hear it? Hold on. All right. Give me a second. I don't know how to make it louder. Hold on a second. Oh, wait. How did I turn it down? Can y'all hear better now? Can you guys hear now? Oh, hold on. I think that's... Hold on one second. Stop sharing. Okay. I think I was sharing the wrong one. Okay, that's what it was. All right. Hold on one second. I think I got it figured out. Go back. Share. Hold on. I got you. All right. Hold on. Y'all come over. I think I figured it out. Can you hear now?
You know, sometimes before we get friends, we have to do an interview. How long have you been broke? How many times have you changed your name on your light bill? How many of your bills in your little cousin's name? Do you live in a trailer home or a house? You know, you understand. And it's not about status or material things. It's just about choices.
All right, let me start this over so Instagram can hear it.
You got to choose up.
Okay, Instagram, I got you. Here we go.
Find you some value. You know, sometimes before we get friends, we have to do an interview. How long have you been broke? How many times have you changed your name on your light bill? How many of your bills in your little cousin's name? Do you live in a trailer home or a house? You know, you understand. And it's not about status or material things. It's just about choices. You know, life is different now. And, you know, we are at church. Thank God we're here. Those of us who are walking by faith without a mask and no vaccine. And so we honor the Lord. God is good. I respect all of the men of God here and respect you. Can y'all clap so I don't feel strange right about now? Hopefully we'll get a chance to meet each other when y'all invite me to come to your church. I'm not as expensive as I seem. And so, I don't know, maybe you got a little left over from your PPP loan. Prayer, praise, and power. You understand? Amen. Isn't the Lord great? Amen. Amen. And so, you know, I like coming here because the ground is already tilled with great personality like Dr. Karn. Because one thing I love about him, he's deep in the word, but he knows how to have great humanity. And most don't understand his personality because he is truth personified. And he tells the type of truth that makes most uncomfortable. Because who likes to be told you're just ugly? No one likes to be told that, you know, especially when they have realized it. All right. Most don't get offended until they know the bad thing about themselves. And then somebody else recognizes and says, oh, I saw the ugly too. I just wanted to let you know. So anyway, y'all get that later. God is great. All of you are beautiful. I haven't chosen anyone to be ugly yet. God is good. God is great. You all look great. Most of you have on hats covering most of that anyway. Here's to you. I have a great personality. Okay, I'm going to sing. I'm going to sing. Daily I shall. You got to choose up. Find you some value. You
so
know,
I did that for y'all so y'all can stay part of the conversation.
Interview. How long have you been broke?
Don't ever say I never did that for you. Okay. First off, before I even take any how we feel about that, let me tell you what she said after that. She says, and I quote, as a kingdom citizen and a woman of integrity, I can acknowledge that some of my words, even if said in jest, can be offensive. My intention is never to hurt anyone, but spread love laughter, and more importantly, the gift which God has given me in song. If anyone was offended, I can sincerely say I apologize. With that being said, the irony in this is that those who are criticizing my statement are displaying the very thing they have accused me of. However, it's not been humorous or in jest. My image has been used in multiple places, and false statements and narratives have been created. The punitive damages for some are quite lofty. Please be mindful of what is both written and said via video about me, especially if it contains untruths. Slander and defamation are not taken lightly, especially if it affects my name, image, or brand. Those pages wherein vile comments and false narratives have been created have been noted, reported, and hopefully silenced. Again, I apologize for anyone else that but don't say stuff about me. And now she's talking about suing people. Hold on. So after a video of gospel singer Kim Burrell calling her flock ugly and broke went viral this week, you choose up. Okay, they say what she said. Social media erupted, dragging the pastor for being ungodly. She then posted a public apology where she said she was sorry before threatening to sue folks for spreading negatively about her on social media. So, that. Okay. How do we feel about that? Donation. Now I'm going to say something in my humble opinion. Okay? I have an interesting take. Okay. Now, do I know Kim Burrell? No. So let me be careful. I ain't trying to go to the niggas to get sued. Do I know her? No. Have I ever met her? No. Is anything of the next thing that I'm saying anything more than my opinion? No. Okay. Anybody who knows me knows Doughboy has had a very, let's just say, publicly, I've had a very public bout with alcohol. I've been very open about it. I had a podcast that was dedicated to it called Minister Sobriety with my good friend Shantae Wayans. Anybody that knows me knows. Doughboy knows something about drinking. If you know me in real life, you know. You probably don't know a person that can outdrink me. I can have a very detailed conversation about any liquor that you want to talk about outside of Southern Comfort or fucking outside of Southern Comfort. I can have conversations with you. I have had, a pretty extensive alcohol career. I say all that to say, I think she was sauced up. I think she was sauced up. I listen. Just based on the eye test, the way she was talking, the way she addressed the men, I think she might have had a little sip before she went. That's just me. I can't prove it. I don't have a mole telling me this. But if you asking me what I think, maybe she had a little bit of the communion wine, and maybe they put real wine in her communion. She was sauced up. So now, if my assumption is that she was sauced up, I can't do nothing but laugh. It was ridiculous to say. No, she was all over the place. Nigga, you hear when she stopped, you're like, I have a great personality. That shit that drunk people say. Sober people don't just be like, I have a great personality. What? What the hell? Charlie Pope said, might have had the Spirit too, though. Listen, I'm not here to joke about the Holy Spirit. Okay? I'm never here to be like, you're not anointed. I'm not one of those people. But two things can be true. She could be anointed and drunk. Kai Williams said, you better chill out, Doughboy. She's going to sue me. Sue me for an opinion? That PPP line, nigga, she might want to do stand-up. She's hilarious. Listen, man, I just thought she was a little sauced up. And if you sauced up and if you had a show, you probably just going to say some shit. I'm gonna sing. So that just made it funny to me. And once again, just like with the Joe Rogan, I don't think she was trying to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I just think she might have, had a drink. She was under the influence of something, and she just was feeling herself. I don't think it's. I don't think it's. Somebody said, Charlie Folk said, I meant the spirits. Hilarious. The spirits. She wasn't drunk off this. That wasn't the spirit. It was the spirits. Clearly. Not clearly. But I bet a hefty wager if she takes a breathalyzer as soon as she gets off that stage, it's going to be over that 0.08. Like, what? As far as the things that she was saying, it was just so ridiculous. Like, what are you talking about? What? Like, what do you even mean? So yeah, I don't, and I just feel like everybody has those moments, man. Like, so I don't listen. Her song "It Is Done" has gotten me through many a night. If you haven't heard "It Is Done" by Kim Burrell, like, wow, like, she's one of the dopest gospel artists. I rock with her. This ain't gonna make me stop rocking with her. See how easy that is? Like, I can separate it. You know what I'm saying? It was just like she was just talking some shit. You see what I'll be talking about, like with the outrage? Why can't people just looking like, man, she's probably drunk? And even if she is a minister, even if she was drunk, who's like, no, ain't nobody perfect. You see what I'm saying? That's all I be saying. I just be looking at it like, come on, man. I don't think that should be, people should be offended. I feel like she was just talking some shit. She was roasting her flock, if you will. And she was just, she was just on her bullshit. It wasn't a huge deal for me. I was just like, nigga, this is funny. It's hilarious. It was hilarious. Ben Frank said she caught the holy roast. Hilarious. The holy roast? Okay, Dandrill Johnson says, conversations like this is why you need this is why I need, okay, you didn't do enough research, didn't know when to stop talking about it, didn't see what was obviously in your face. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? First of all, it's my show, so I can talk about it as long as I want to. Second of all, what research didn't I do? I looked it up. What are we talking about? Niggas just love it. And you know what? Watch I do this. Watch I do. All right. I'll just do this. I don't need this shit. No, I'll put that up there. Boom. Man, shit, man. Have your opinion, but your dog is in there? Okay. I thought it was funny. I gotta exercise these demons. You know what? I'm gonna keep it tall. Right? And I'm going to be vulnerable for 2 seconds. Because I just did something that I hate about myself. I have a tendency, and I've been saying this about myself for years, and I don't know why it's, you know what I mean? I will ignore all positive comments that I get, and then one person come in and make a negative comment, and they'll get my attention. I gotta stop doing that. I am only responding to positivity. Period. Point blank. So I apologize to the audience for me stepping out. I hate it just because sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying, I love the donation. I love being in here rocking with y'all. Every morning we come in here, we working. Like, you know what I'm saying? Last week I was like, I'm going to try to get it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You know what I'm saying? It's Wednesday. I've already done 3 episodes. You know what I'm saying? I need to focus on the positive. Don't be like dope. Be better than dope. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even need to listen to that because I don't need nobody coming in to my show to tell me what I'm doing, comparing me to other people. I might want to hear all that shit. But all I have to do is just delete the comment and just keep moving. So be better than me. Be better than dope. This is a long episode, man. It's an hour and 40 minutes. That's what I like. I like this type of conversation. Now we don't always do them this long because remember when we first started, we was doing 2 hours every time. We don't always go this long. I had kind of shortened it down to an hour, but you know we had some good things. Wayne said, "You're my agent for free." Hey, hit my DM then. I need an agent. Shit, help me. And you said I look real good in the turtleneck. I don't know that I've ever owned a turtleneck. Darla Price says, "You are you. No one else. Your value is in something greater." Thank you. I wholeheartedly receive that. Big Richard says, "I think people forget that you're a real person and nobody likes getting hit with that disrespectful shit." Yeah, I hate it. And I hate when people just don't allow me to grow. Like, my nigga, I'm doing my own shit right now. Yeah, I'm going to mess up. Yeah, I'm going to fall. Yeah, I'm going to stumble. Yeah, I'm working on my consistency. You don't want to be around to watch. You don't have to. It's a million niggas in that motherfuckers can watch. And I appreciate every 63 people that's in here. Every 17 people that's in there. Because y'all can be anywhere doing whatever you want to. You know what I'm saying? So you rocking with me, I appreciate that. But I need to do better at, you know what I'm saying? King David did want to talk about this TD Jakes video. I got you, my boy. JD said, "Do I need a stylist?" I think so. Tia, you volunteer for part-time moderator? I'll have to interview you, but your chances are looking good because I need one. I absolutely need one. I'm rocking with all y'all too, man. The positivity, man. We be ending our shows with prayer and stuff, man. I ain't out here to be listening to no negativity. You understand me? Keep it going, man. Keep that positivity going. I ain't worried about that. Jay Morris, you're right. Jay Morris says, "Hey, though, that goes back to what I said earlier. People just watch to shit on niggas." Yeah, like niggas just really sitting here in my chat room like, you. Shut up. All right, we're gonna get TD Jakes video. We're gonna touch on this last topic, and then we're gonna get out of here. Instagram, come over here. Come over to YouTube because I took off my earphone. Listen, come over. I am Doughboy TV. I should see this number jump to 80 when all y'all go over there. I am Doughboy TV. IAMDOBOY TV. IAMDOBOY TV. I'm ending the stream here. It's gonna be the last story that we talk about over here. All right, see you guys over there. All right, we just. Okay. All right. Now, let's pull that up. Boom. Boom. Okay, so let me pull up. We're going to have this conversation. Ladies in here, black women, yeah. Y'all don't want to hear this. Share it. Hold on. Let's see. You said you have a condenser mic too, where you need phantom power and also a Scarlett Focusrite. But you have to change the audio input settings. The audio input is most likely the computer mic and not the interface. So where do I go to do that? Because I'm doing this off StreamYard. So do I go to StreamYard to change that? Hold on, I'm talking to Rich right now. Give me a second. Give me 2 seconds. If Rich fixes this for me, we're gonna be right. So let me go to my settings. All right, so when I go to my settings and I go to audio, okay, it says mic, default, Pro Tools, aggregate. So I'm assuming that's my mic. Then, oh shit, he might be right. This is the Scarlett Solo. So do I change it to Scarlett? Come on, man. You're not sure about streaming? So audio settings, computer settings. Okay, all right. So go to audio settings. Tell me if y'all hear the difference after this. Hold on, audio. And I'm gonna go from default to Scarlet. Okay. How does that sound? Does that sound different? Does that sound different? I don't hear the popping anymore. Oh shit, I think he about to fix this. Did that fix it? Did that change it? Did that change anything? Did we just change? Did we just fix this? Because I don't hear the popping anymore. Oh shit! Fucking Big Richard, you motherfucker. Y'all can hear me better? Man, thank you, my nigga. Wow, we did that shit live on air to get Big Rich. If you see the beginning of this, we spent like 20 minutes trying to find it. Everybody kept being like, yo, it's still popping. It's something that's not right. And now that shit sounds like fucking water. Wow. Thank you, Big Richard. Bam, 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 bam. Fucking Big Rich. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. Because I had did the Phantom Power shit. Because, okay, now let's, this just made my fucking day. Okay. The reason why I'm so excited, I appreciate you, Big Richard. This shit sounds great too, by the way. The reason why I'm so excited, God damn, I sound good. I have a soothing voice. You understand me? The reason why I'm so excited is because I had been talking into this mic for 2 years and it was never working. It was never working. And I didn't know that. I literally, and I'm not ashamed to say that. Like, and I knew that there was something up with the sound, but I was just like, I don't know, maybe it's laziness. No, I'll own it. It is what it is, right? And so Rich came in yesterday. He was like, "No, I don't think you're talking into your mic." And I got mad, just like I got mad at the other nigga hating just a couple seconds ago. That was really hating. Big Rich is really trying to hate. I mean, no, Big Rich is really trying to help. And so I had got mad. I didn't want to say I got mad. I just got like a little irritated. Don't tell me nothing, man. I know what I'm doing. But then something told me like, nah, though, you've been knowing your sound has been kind of off. Like, so I was like, well, let me just see if I could do something. So I just Googled Focusrite, and so then it told me press the button. I was like, oh, then I could finally hear myself. I was like, oh shit. And so then he's talking to me now. He's like, no, you still don't have it. I'm like, yes, I do. I did. But something was like, no, get out of your way. The nigga's trying to help you. And now we have good fucking sound. Shout the fuck out to Big Richard. This is the Big Richard episode. Pause, because we know what Richard is short for. But shout out to Big Richard. Big Richard, you are you are appreciated. You are one of the MVPs for the donation. I just can't believe how crisp I sound. I simply cannot believe it. Thank you, brother. I genuinely thank you. I'm an emotional person, but I appreciate when people go out of their time to do things for me. It doesn't happen a lot. Thank you, bro. I genuinely appreciate this because now I can tell. And like now, if I want to, I could turn it up. Y'all give me a little bit louder there, but I don't even have to. Oop. Okay, don't get too ridiculous, though, boy. All right. But I'm glad that we got this. Shout out to the bruh. All right, so let's move on. Damn, this shit sound good. We all did share a moment. Let this be a learning moment. Get out of your own way sometimes. Sometimes people are there to help you. Stop letting your fucking ego stop you from listening to wise counsel. This nigga wasn't trying to shit on me. He was just like, bro, I know a little bit about audio technique, and I'm just trying to tell you your shit ain't right. Hell yeah, I'm fucking happy. I've never heard myself in here, and even when I was hearing myself earlier, I still heard the popping. And with one flip of the wrist, we changed everything. Bam, 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 bam. We just had a moment in this motherfucker, man. Shout out to the donation, man. Now everything. And somebody asked for a reaction video. I'm shooting a reaction video later today. I'm that happy about this. You understand? The first reaction video I'm going to do is to the movie Hustle. It's on Netflix. I'll do that today. That's the type of energy I'm on. I feel great now because this shit now, the next thing I'm going to do is learn how to record myself. I have Logic and I have Pro Tools. So if anybody in here knows, Jay Morris, I think you're still in here. We can have an episode, like an evening episode one day this week, and teach me how to record. I can share the screen, and anybody else that wants to learn how to record, they can record too. But I'm so fucking happy that I sound this way. I sound like one of these radio niggas, because this mic has always been a good mic, and I was under the impression that the mic just didn't work. I was like, man, this mic is a piece of shit. We had a really good moment right now. We shared this. This was great. Okay. So last thing we're going to do. Sound engineering is very dope. And now just look at that. But see, this is okay. Let me just say this and then we'll move on and then we'll get out of here. Forward motion is the most important thing that you can do. It is the most important thing that you can do. And going into things knowing that the art of repetition, when you just automatically get better at it. You see what I'm saying? You will get better at it. I keep saying that I want to have my own morning show. I keep saying I want to have the latest morning show in the streets. Okay, at the time, I didn't have anybody coming and knocking down my door like, hey, Doughboy, we got an opportunity for you. So what did I do? I said, okay, I'm going to just do it myself. You know what I mean? I have this mic. I have this background. I be having people shit on me. Oh, he's never going to do nothing outside of his, in front of his, Man, listen, you better do what you can do with what you got. You know what I'm saying? So then I had committed to doing it every day. Then I was like, well, maybe this is just a little bit, you know what I'm saying, too much. You know what I'm saying? Then I kind of had stopped and started slacking. But then something was like, nah, but just keep going. So then when I realigned my mind, it was just like, all right, don't just keep doing it. Just, if you can't do it, Monday through Friday, do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You know what I'm saying? But then I was just like, all right, just keep doing, just keep going. And then just by the, we're on episode 29. And then all of a sudden somebody's in here like, hey, bro, your sound is, now all of a sudden we got the sound figured out. Now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? I can start doing more content with this mic because it sounds like, if you go and look at all the other episodes, and shout out to everybody that's been rocking with me because ain't nobody really complained. But you can hear it wasn't good. You would always hear the peaking. You'd always hear the popping. And so now look, okay, so now it sounds better. Okay. Now I'm finna, learn how to record music on here so I can get back to doing my parodies. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And I can record them at the house. I can get back into doing freestyles and dropping more music because I got to start having more content. You see what I'm saying? Jay Morris says, yeah, we got to get to a theme song. Right. I already got the beat for it. Jay Morris produced it. So that's just what I'm saying. Just always just keep, you know what I'm saying? Just keep going. Just keep pushing. Like I go to the gym, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I went 5 days last week. I'm about to go to the gym as soon as I get off of this, whatchamacallit. I started going back on like June 6th. When I was first in there, bro, I couldn't even do a half of a push-up. Like, and I was just dying in every workout. Now, nigga, I'm starting to sling them weights around. I'm starting to move quicker on my cardio. Like, the stomach's starting to level down just a little bit. The weight's coming off. It's just because I keep going. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being an expert at something is not because you're supremely talented. It's just because you just did it over and 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 over again. It's the only way you get better at whatever it is the fuck you're trying to do. Just do something. I'm so fucking happy that now I know how to work this mic. Because now I know of what else I can do. I'm like, oh, shit, this. Shout out to Big Richard. All right, so let's get this TD Jakes conversation going. All right, so let me share the screen. Boom. Okay, let's hear what he says.
This breaks all sociological orders of the culture we're living in now. Because we are raising up women to be men. And you are not applauded for your femininity. You are applauded in the contemporary society by how tough, rough, nasty, mean, aggressive, hateful, possessive you are, and you are climbing the corporate ladder, but we are losing our families. I know you can buy your own car. I know you can buy your own house. But until you create a need that I can pour into, I have no place in your life. So stop coming home bragging to me about how much you don't need me and wonder why I shy away. Oh, y'all ain't gonna talk back to me this morning.
Listen, man. Jake's is very rarely far from the mark. There's not many things. I can't think of one thing that I can, off the top of my head, say that I openly disagree with Jake's. Not saying that he's just, I'm just saying the things that I've heard him say. I've never just been like, oh, I ain't fuck with him for that. I don't really be, but it sounds kind of spot on. I agree with a lot of what he said. I've said a lot of what he said before. I've said that to, women that I've been dating, like, yo, you're a little too strong. I can't just be out here following, no woman. And sometimes women take that offensively. But I never said it to be offensive. It's just like, yo, I'm a man, though. Men, we're natural born leaders. And I do kind of understand the state of the Black woman in America. I kind of alluded to this yesterday, that, you know what I'm saying, that it's difficult. It's difficult, especially in America. You know what I'm saying? Black women, they don't have it the easiest. A lot of times, Black men, single parent households. So sometimes women are forced to be more strong and more masculine because a lot of times they're raising boys and all type of different shit. So I do think it's like a two-pronged issue. I don't think it's just women that are wanting to be that way. I think that the conditions are making it that way. Damn, Musha called them TD snakes. Shit, tell us how you really feel. But yeah, how you guys feel about this? You're not going to get much more excitement from me outside of the fact that I could hear myself and I sound really good. Ben Frank said, I thought he was speaking on his daughter. I'm just happy, man. I'm just in a happy place. We got good sound. Y'all agree? Lita says she agrees. It's a woman. Ladies. I just think that as much as you can should try to, when you're dealing with men, just maybe try to be less. I don't want to call it strong because niggas don't want a weak woman, but just a little less of, it'd be a bit much. So, side note, my stomach just started sending me a text message like, nigga, put some food in here. So I think it's about time to end this. And we're right at the 2-hour mark. So maybe that's just perfect. Maybe we can put this on ice till tomorrow. Let's get out of here with a good prayer real quick that I can hear in this great audio that we have. Lord, we just want to come to you humbly today just to first say thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to do everything that we're doing again today. We understand that everybody doesn't get this opportunity. So we just want to say thank you. Thank you for another day to get it right. Thank you for another day to live our best life, to chase our dreams, and to be the best versions of ourselves, Lord. We ask for forgiveness for any sins that we may have committed, knowingly or unknowingly, Lord. Just you understand that you know our heart. Please just, charge our heads sometimes, not our hearts. Sometimes we make mistakes, and sometimes we just looking to, get better and do the best that we can do. Help us to please go out into this day and attack the day. I plead the blood of Jesus over everybody that can hear my voice and see my face, that we are all safe in our travels and wherever we're going, to get there safely, to get home safely to our families, or to whatever our situation is. And lastly, Lord, just help us just to have the best day that we have ever had in our life, because we understand the best day in our life is the day that you are in, Lord. We understand that no matter what that we do, we will never have another July 20th, 2022. So let's go out here, let's enjoy it, and let's make our mark on the world. These and all the blessings we ask in your son Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. All right, y'all. It's been 2 hours. I wasn't supposed to do it, but I'm glad that I stayed for every minute that I could. And y'all enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow. Okay? Peace.